All right, folks. I want to welcome you back. This is the king of all of the field marshals that are in Revnak's Discord, otherwise known as King of 1200 Elo. We've got a game between the rank number one player and the rank number one player. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting into that. We have a game between Hazza on Ethiopia, spawning in the west of the map on Ethiopia. This map is, I'm an idiot and I don't know, Mongolia. I actually like this map a lot. And then spawning in on the east side of the map in the color red on his France. We have Revnik. Revnak. All right, let's see what open we're going for. Hazza is training Vils. He's got his 3 cattle on his market. He ate 1 cattle. He's got a granary up. Any decks yet? No preliminary decks. Really interesting thing about spectating, in case anyone didn't know this, you can check out everyone's decks before they select, which is cracked. Actually, I'm more interested. Wait, what? Yeah, there we go. What does Javaromo mean? I don't know. We're probably going to be looking at this deck. Revnak really likes this deck. A couple H4 cannon. Well, anyway. We have a yak stolen. So on this map on Mongolia, you get a Mongol scout as your first treasure. The idea is that you use this guy to go around and grab as many yaks as you can. So it looks like Hazza's gotten 2 so far. Let's see if Revnak's got any. He does have his native scout, so he had 4. Yo, this is gonna be a speedy H2. The trade route is already up for France. Obviously, you have to go trade route on France. Yeah, it's gonna be so quick. 12:25 probably. Maybe a little pushing it, but or 2:30 probably for an age up time. Hazza, let's check his. I'm a little bit more unfamiliar timing with Ethiopian age ups. Oh, we got the Abun and villager shipment in. The Abun is kind of like a healer slash miner. You put a building on top of gold mines as Ethiopia, and then this thing like sits there kind of like Age of Empire or Age of Mythology and like worships it, and it gives you influence and it gives you gold. So Revnak is already God, that's really fast. And Haas is about to click right now. 310 still nothing to bat an eye at. I would 100% lose against that timing. Revnak getting himself a 70 coin treasure. Very nice. What's the play here? I don't know what age they want to go. I don't know what timing push they're looking for. Revnak's Mongol Scout gets snared. That's going down. That's just going to be an annoying trumpet the entire time. Abun's kind of just punching a black bear in the dome. Yo! Yo! What? Yo! I'm not. Wow! Baseball bat? That's the bear Jew right there, dude. Get it! Anyway. All right, we got 400 wood for the age up, obviously, for Revnak. He's got some guys on gold. He's got steel traps already in. Racks, no, excuse me, church going down. So could be age 3. Oh yeah, age 3. He wants age 3, I think. He's got it. He does have his native. Yeah, he does have his native deck. He doesn't have any built yet. He's got a couple flagged. Oh, he's oh. Revnak, you sleazeball. Lame. Lame strat, but if it works, it works. We'll see. Hazza knows about it, obviously. We will see how he responds. He's got a war camp up. In the back of the base. This is decent defensive building here. Because obviously he knows he's going to have musks down his gullet. Let's see what that first pop was. 5, full 5. Oof. All right. So they will, with their charge shot, they've got a charge shot. They will one-shot a bill. He just has to make sure. Did not all of them shoot? That was crazy, actually. Hazza pulls in Vils. Gets decent damage, gets 1 down. Another 5 batch. God. I think the stream is just never ending at this point. 700 wood behind this for houses, for improvements. Yeah. He's just not going to have anyone on wood and just everyone macroed onto food. Coin. All right, here we go. We got some Gaskenya out, obviously. Really nice all-around unit. That's basically their musketeer when you think about it, even though they've got, like, spears. It's basically their musketeer. Heavy infantry, gonna put down that wave with relative ease. Another 5 marching straight in. Charge shot. See that? Takes that guy right out. That guy's almost dead. He's going hand-to-hand, which is how they are weaker. Obviously, their hand attack's only going to be 15 as opposed to their 24. They've got decent... Why do they have 2 point... That's got to be an Explorer benefit, I believe. Or something. 2.94. Yeah, see, he's just getting a batch of 5 every single time. This is crazy. And he's actually getting benefit. Let's see what Hazza's... Let's see. Revnak's at 22 CDBs. And Hazza's at 19 Vils. He does have at least 1 Ab... He's got 4 Abuns on coin, which is nice. Those don't count toward your Vil count. But, I mean, he's bottomed out. He's got Cannoneers coming in, which is really nice. Those are basically weaker Abus. But in Age 2... wild. Very, very good unit, and especially up against straight musketeer play. Revnak should have crossbowmen crossing the map at any moment. Here they are. He's catching a lot of Gaskenya here. Yeah. There's just not a lot left here. He's going to try and squeak out some more Gaskenya. Here's the Cannoneers. Does Revnak see it in time before he gets too much damage off? He's trying to pull out. He's trying to get a pull trick off with those front ones. Okay, he loses a couple. Crossbowmen are here, though. Let's see if Revnak has any reinforcing. Another batch of 5. I mean, it's just... Hazza did manage to get a decent number of Gaskenya out. He did get the 5 out. He's going to cancel those buildings. Cannoneer set up for a volley. Okay, here we go. Big push. The crossbowmen are going to take out these Gaskenya with relative ease as well. Musketeers are not going to let those Cannoneers set up. Oh, nice micro by Hazza. And Gaskenya pop out behind the Royal Musketeers. This isn't looking great. There's more. The reinforcing batch of 5 are now on top of the crossbowmen. Yeah, see the 7 Cannoneers just took that out completely. Revnak needs Cav. He's sending native treaties. Which gave him some Tartar archers. Yeah. I think Revnak just wants units. Like any units he can get. I don't love Revnak's position right now. I'm not going to lie. Hazza is up in score. It's going to be so hard to get on top of these Cannoneers with that much Gaskenya. Also, though, it's 8. And in hand-to-hand, they melt cavalry. The Abuns walking out. They're going to set up right on top of That silver mine, this reinforcing batch is gonna get caught. Nice pull trick. Hurry, hurry, hurry. The guy was tucking his legs, dude. Okay. Send in combat for the native warriors. So these guys technically count as native warriors. The Tartar archers are behind the cannoneers. I don't know about this. Hazza's got numbers on numbers right now. Hazza's cleaning up this fight. Revnak needs a different idea. For sure. He can't just keep pumping these out. Eco score, we got 29 CDBs, 25 Vils for the Ethiopian player. A couple A-boons went down on the Rat and Shield raid. That's just not enough. That's not enough. We got lazy build. Oh, all right, not lazy enough. Rebuilt the Royal Embassy at home. We are now on wood. I'm not sure for what purpose. Trading posts are going down. Hazza is looking very strong right now. Very strong. Vils are having to get microed inside. Plenty of Gaskenia to deal with this. As the Rat and Shield 6.25 there. Quadzilla selves away. We got anti-skirm from Hazza entering the battlefield now. Batch of 5 Royal Musketeers at home to defend. But Hazza's going to want to look to push this. He's 4k up even right now. This is the time to go. CDBs go inside. They do have great coat. Harrison would be proud. One CDB goes down. Gets another batch of 5. I like this. I like this damage. We got Rat and Shields coming in the back on top of the Cannoneers. Oh my goodness, no. Oh my goodness, no. Minutemen pop. This can't be happening. Wilderness Warfare is in. This literally cannot be happening right now. TC Fire, Rat and Shield surround on top of the Cannoneers, which were the only threat to the Royal Musketeers. Another Royal Musketeer pop, Minutemen and TC Fire, and Hazza's entire army is just gone. That was so patient. Rat and Shield's going in for another raid. There's like, you want more A-boons on this? No? Didn't think so. How's Hazza responding to this Gaskenia, which he's got 5 of? I mean, Rat and Shields are going to cause a little bit of idle. We got some XP being gifted. Yeah, decent Gaskenia pop here. That could have been a shipment. We got Huss coming in for Revnak. He's targeting A-boon. Hazza went Fortress behind this. I did not even notice. Oh, we got an Arsenal wagon and we got a Mountain Monastery wagon. Let's take a look at this micro here. Yeah, the Rat and Shield surround is very nice right now. And they're beefy. 269. 269. They have more HP than a freaking Musketeer. And we're just going all hand-to-hand right now. What is that shooting animation? That was ugly, no? That was odd. More Gaskenia flow into the battlefield, but more Rat and Shield also flow down. And no, you are not getting wood, sir. You are not getting wood. No defensive buildings to be found. He went double racks in base. He's got plenty of Gaskenia down on the field right now. The Huss are on the A-boons. The Gaskenia turn to target the Huss. You don't really want those Huss to be touched by that. But what the Huss are doing right now is just making sure the Gaskenia are not firing. Because if they're meleeing that Huss, they're not shooting. Well, they're not throwing their spears. Which means the Minutemen and the Rat and Shields and the Royal Musketeers are connecting. Finally, the last husk goes down with only 3 Kenya left, and we got skirmishers out right now. We need more Rat and Shields coming in the back. Revnak's balls right now are monstrous. He does not care that he's looking at a pop of, what was that, 6? 7 Neftenya. And he just does not care. That's because he's probably aging. He is 100% macroing for an age up right now. Revnak, lazy vills, brother. Holy crap. This guy always has lazy vills. And I don't understand why he can't pay attention to more than one thing, you know? I've always said that. It's just like if he's fighting, that's all he can do. And if he's on eco, that's all he can do. Like, look at this. Look at this. Sigh. All right, so he's going to age up literally as soon as he has the resources. And we're on berries right now. Like, because the Rat and Shields are... Look at this, dude. Revnak's being such a little douchebag. The Rat and Shields are just out and about. We got a second TC going down for Hazza. He's trying to secure some sort of a hunt. The issue is the hunt he's securing has 900 food left on it. These are 400, so 1,200 food. That's not a lot in terms of late game or mid to late game hunting. But there's not really a lot left in this middle of the map. He needs to push out here or goes really far north. Which, wow, Revnak is just literally playing chess while we're all playing checkers. He's covering this hunt just by collecting coin. Okay. So the play is more Royal Musketeer. We're rebuilding trading posts. So we're apparently doubling down on the native play. What's going to be behind this? Native warriors, maybe? If he's really greedy? Sizable army for Hazza right now. Rat and Shields grabbing another bill. Come here, boy. Are they going to get it? Nope, got vacuumed. So we got 8 Kenya, 7 Neftenya. Those are both from shipments, which is not boding well. So he's trying to boom vills right now. Because he's only... Oh my god, Revnak has him at 19 vills. 20 of... Yeah, okay, so... And then 5 people, which are Abun's collecting coin. So almost all of his vills were on berries. That's brutal. Alright. More Vill raids by the Rat and Shields, which just aren't going to die. Because if I'm not mistaken, these are shock infantry. 315 HP shock-ins? With just straight 24 with 1.5. 24 with 1.5. For reference, they have 27, 3 more, with half the speed. Like, there's still 5 Rattans here. And there's more coming out right here. You literally can't fight right here. Because Rat and Shields are just going to keep dumping out. Wow. That is so good. Hazza calls it. The number 1 player defeats the number 1 player. Incredible. How does he do it? How does he do it? With... Oh, and Falconets were already here. With this strat, which I don't want to call it cheese, I just personally hate it, and I hate playing against it. It's just really annoying, and especially when Revnak is playing it, there will literally constantly be a batch of 5 coming out, which is so difficult to deal with, which, admittedly, Hazza did well to defend. Most resources going to be Revnak. Had CDB count the entire game, and was 17 Vill raid. Yo! I mean, that's game. Right there. That's game. 17 Vill raid is insane. Let's check the military unit. So, like, this is crazy. So, Hazza gets a big push. Gets some shipments and everything. Revnak loses almost everything. Revnak rebuilds 7 units and goes back in when Hazza has the most units he has in the game. and he loses all of them while Revnak's like, yeah, I'm just building more, I'm building more, I'm building more. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Rat and Shields, OP, for sure. I don't want to hear any argument against that. They had so many kills, and the Royal Musketeers just kept flowing, and there was no stopping it. So GG's to both. Good on Hazza for calling. GG. Congrats on winning the ESOC tournament. Revnak, congrats on being the #1 player for the last 4 years straight.